I'm sorry, I don't understand English. What is the definition of battery, please?
The rain was steady, tapping out a rhythmic beat on the windshield as Mary Langston pulled into the visitor parking lot of the Centerville Police Department. Her hands were tight on the steering wheel, her knuckles white, not from fear but from frustration. She had waited too long already. Long enough to rehearse what she would say, long enough for the fury to boil over into trembling fingers. Inside the lobby, fluorescent lights buzzed overhead, cold and unwelcoming. Mary, clad in jeans and a black jacket soaked from the walk across the parking lot, approached the front desk. A plexiglass divider separated her from the officer on duty. "I need to speak to someone. I need to file a report," she said firmly. Officer Klein looked up from his monitor, blinking at the sight of her. "Ma'am, may I ask what the report is about?" Mary exhaled sharply. "My ex-husband has been stalking me. He left notes on my door. I have pictures. No one's done a damn thing. I need to talk to someone now." There was a moment of hesitation. Klein gave a brief nod and motioned to the phone on the side wall. "Pick up that phone, and I'll patch you through to dispatch. Someone can assist you further." Mary stared at him. "You can't just take a report. I'm not the officer assigned to these cases, ma'am." "Protocol," Klein said, voice neutral. Mary picked up the receiver reluctantly. Her hand shook as she gave her name and repeated her concern. When she hung up, she paced in the lobby. Every minute that passed only fed the storm brewing in her chest. After 10 minutes, an interior door buzzed open. Officer Delgado, tall, composed, stepped into the lobby. "Ms. Langston, come with me," he said. Mary followed, her boots squeaking on the tile floor. She was led to a small room, an interview room, where a chair and table sat under harsh overhead lighting. She sat, dumped a manila folder of printed photos and screenshots onto the table, and started explaining. Delgado listened, flipping through the materials. "We'll review all of this. But just so you're aware, a report was already filed last month. There's an active protective order." Mary slammed her hand on the table. "And it hasn't done a damn thing. He's still showing up. I need real action. I came here to get help, and all you're doing is reading paper." Delgado stayed calm. "Ma'am, I understand you're upset. But we can't arrest him unless he violates. He is violating it," she shouted. "Why won't anyone believe me?" Delgado raised a hand. "Please calm down. Let's not escalate." But Mary was already standing. "Escalate? I'll tell you what's escalated. Me being hunted while you people do nothing." Her voice echoed off the sterile walls. Delgado stood as well, now visibly more alert. "Ms. Langston, I'm asking you to calm down. If you continue shouting, I'll have to ask you to leave the premises." Mary's eyes were wild with disbelief. "You're throwing me out. Are you serious?" She stepped forward, pointing a finger in his face. Delgado backed up slightly. When he tried to step past her to open the door and to escalate, Mary shoved him with both hands. "Get your damn hands off me," she cried. In a split second, the room's energy shifted. Delgado reached for his radio and called for backup. "I've got an aggressive civilian in interview room B, requesting assistance." Mary was already pacing like a caged animal. When Officer Green entered moments later, things unraveled quickly. "Ma'am, you need to come with me now," Green said, calm but authoritative. "No, I came here for help, not to be treated like a criminal," she shouted. When Green reached for her arm, Mary pulled away violently. "Don't touch me." Delgado moved in from the other side. "Ma'am, you've assaulted an officer. You are now under arrest. Put your hands behind your back." Mary's breath hitched. "You can't do this." "We can, and we are," Green replied. "Don't resist." She didn't listen. As Green reached for her wrists, she spun, trying to jerk away. The officers had to physically subdue her, forcing her down to the table. "Let me go. I didn't do anything wrong." "You're arresting the wrong damn person." Green snapped the cuffs on. "You are being placed under arrest for assaulting a police officer and resisting arrest." Her cries echoed again. "I came here for help."
My dad has an issue. I just want to go home. I don't want to be in. Okay, we got the paramedics coming. So we're gonna wait for that.
The cold bite of metal around her wrist stunned Mary more than the force used to restrain her. She had always imagined the police station as a place of justice, of safety. Now it felt like a trap, a place where victims became offenders with the stroke of a pen and the weight of misinterpretation. As Green and Delgado led her out of the interview room, she shouted at every officer they passed. "You're all cowards. You're letting a man terrorize me and now you're arresting me." Her voice cracked, but it didn't falter. She dug her heels into the tiled floor, forcing the officers to drag her toward the holding area. Behind the booking desk stood Officer Martinez, who glanced up as they approached. "What's going on?" Assault